Hello everybody and welcome back to the Lone Star Lawman channel. Today I'm going to do part 2 of the PTR 9CT. And in addition to doing that, which will be field stripping the gun, I will also be doing a Holosun installation, and I'll go over some of the fine points of using it. I won't go through all of them, but let's get that started. Let's do the Holosun first. See all this? I don't know. Here's our instructions. Okay, here's our cloth. And some quick start instructions. And here is the sight itself. Okay, comes with an Allen wrench for adjustments. It comes with a key for sight adjustments. So let's take this thing out, and I'll do this off camera so I don't mess anything up. Okay. All right. First I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Get the dust covers on. First of all, when you look at this Holosun, it is the Holosun HE503CU. Y'all can see that real good. Green, GR for green, okay? And it has a solar panel on top as a backup. It has the windage and elevation screws on top here inside. This is your plus and minus for adjustments for the aperture, and it is a 2 MOA with a 65-degree MOA reticle around the dot, and I'll tell you about that, more about that in a minute. Right here, you see this right here, this is a little drawer. It goes in and out. You unloosen these screws right here, you pull the drawer out, you put your 2032 battery in it, shiny side down. I did it wrong the first time. It's shiny side down. And then put it in, screw it in, and you're ready to go. Now to turn this on, all we have to do, I think I have it on the shake awake. Yes, I do. It's already on. Okay, I'll tell you about shake awake in a minute. Let's see if you guys can actually see it. There we go. I'm sorry, I don't have very steady hands. There it goes. All right. Green, I like green better than red. I got a red one, very similar to this one, Holosun, red dot for my AR, and I will show you all that in that video whenever I make that video. Okay, and to install this onto your Picatinny rail that's right here on top of the PTR, you get the Allen wrench that came with it in this little hole right here, and you unscrew this big screw here, and notice that here there's a little piece, adjustment piece, and of course on the bottom it goes all the way through, which will be going in between these teeth, I call them, of the Picatinny rail. Okay, now to do this, since I don't have a rest or anything like that, and a decent workbench, I'm going to fold the brace out a little bit so it'll just stay like that. That looks pretty good, I guess. All right. Well, okay, let's put her on. First, I got to unscrew this thing. Takes a minute. Just loose enough to where you can get that piece on. That slides, see how it slides? I think we're almost there. I like it about right here. That needs a little more. All right. sticker on there. Quite got it yet. Okay. Sorry, this thing's so long, folks. You can tell I don't do this very often. Okay. Come on now. Uh-oh. Okay. There we go. Come on now. There we go. Trying to do more than I needed to. Okay. Oh. You know what, folks? You don't want to put it on backwards either. You don't want to put it on backwards. Yeah, Lone Star, oh man, this would be the comedy channel. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to stand up and screw in the other side. Take me a minute or so. Tighten on it pretty good, not too tight. Now you notice I didn't put any blue Loctite on there yet because this may need some more adjustments later. But when you do your final installation, you'll want to do the blue Loctite on there if you want. Now if this was an AR, I might want to do that, but since this is only 9mm, I don't see it. If I tighten it on pretty good, I don't think it's going to move too much. Okay. So there it is. It's on there, and I'm gonna tell you that to change it from the 65 reticle to M dot to just the dot, I believe you hold the minus button down 3 seconds and it'll go to the dot, and then hold another 3 seconds. I think it comes on. I'll have to look at the owner's manual. It does come with the owner's manual. It shows you how to do all that. And to do the automatic, the manual mode, and the shake awake mode. So I'm going to leave that to y'all if y'all get one, because it'll take too much time for us to do that. All right, that is our installation. Let's take a look. Let me take a look real quick. Looks good for now, anyway. Okay, I'm going to close our stock. Okay, our brace, I should say. Let's move our Holosun stuff out of the way. And I am going to field strip this thing, which I didn't do last time. So I brought my little hammer, and I need a 1/4 inch punch. Okay, get that out of the way. Now, the PTR is held together by these pins right here. This one's for the forward hand grip, which I'm not going to take off because all you do is knock the pin out and pull it off and like that. It's simple. It's not really something I need to go over with you. The other things I do, like I told you last week, if you have an end cap where you have no brace or just a brace, you're still going to have this pin right here, and all the pins from the factory came from punched in from right to left, so that I just left them like that. Okay. Also, just to let you know, this gun was cleared before filming, so I'll let you know everything's safe. All right, let's show you how we take this thing apart. First thing you do is let's do that. Make sure it's clear. It's clear. All right, now what you want to do is you take your punch, you knock out this pin. Just enough to get it started, good enough. And I'll pull it out the other side. Okay, there's your pin, right there. Place it right there on the United States there. Okay, and what you do is you have to grab a hold and kind of wiggle it to get it to come off. There you go. I've done this enough times where it comes off pretty easy, and I see how I oil it pretty good, so it'll come off. So it comes off like that. Set it aside. Then here is your trigger pack or your trigger group. It just comes right down, so you went through the same hole. And then has a little ledge right there that you put it on, okay? This is your trigger pack or trigger group, whichever you want to call it. There's another, you can push this thing all the way up to 12 o'clock and then actually take the guts out, but I don't think that's necessary for today. That's only if you're going to really do a deep cleaning. Most of the time this doesn't get dirty enough to where it gets too bad down there, but every once in a while I will pull the guts out of it to do a thorough cleaning. Okay, let's put that aside. Alright, now we're going to take out our bolt, our our recoil spring and trigger group. Our recoil spring and our bolt group. Okay, I'll get it right in a minute, folks, don't worry. I should be on the bloopers channel. Okay, here we go. Comes right out, very tight fit. Okay, got that off. Here is your spring, coil spring, and trigger. Bolt group. Keep on the safe group. Notice how this goes back and forth. You see these little rollers. That's why it's called roller delayed. Okay. Now to take this off, you notice this little, well, it looks like a cotter pin, but it's not called a cotter pin. It's called something else. But if you do choose to remove this from cleaning, you might have to put a brand new one in because it gets bent out of shape. But to remove this from the bolt carrier, you pinch the roller in ever so slightly, pull it backwards, and it should come off. Okay. All right, folks. This is not playing nice today, is it? Oh, turn it to the right. That's what you're supposed to do. And of course, on camera, I can't get it off. Okay. Well, folks, I guess it's not going to come off. But you're supposed to pinch the roller in, turn it to the right, and pull back, and it should come right off. For some reason, it's not doing that today for me. Well, there we go. Here we go. Finally got it. Takes a little work for an old man, I guess. But I got it. It turns to the right. It pops off. And there's your bolt. Okay, put it down to the side. I make sure the rails are facing this way so I remember to put it on right. This is the other locking piece. You just turn to the right and it pops out. Comes right out. And it goes only in one way. See that keyhole hook? Okay. And this is your firing pin, of course, and spring. Now to put it back together, so it'll work better going back together. You got to put it back in the same way. Push in and rotate it slightly to the left to get it started. Oops, didn't do enough. There we go, like that. Then stick the bolt back in. Oops. I don't think I did that right. Here we go. Left, there we go. There we go. Finally got it in. You think I need to do this a few more times? Yes, I think I do. So we don't have to be bloopers. Okay, there you go, and it goes back on like that. Okay, now to reassemble, what we do is we just go right back the way we started, backwards. You take up the upper and make sure y'all can see this. It goes in like this. sure it goes in. There we go. Push it in, and all the way in. Now what do? We just, like we said, we keep reversing the order. Here we go with the trigger group. Put this on the ledge here, and then up to where it's right there, about right there. And push in to where that is, okay, like that. Okay, now we're going to do our brace. Oopsie. There we go. Now, oh, I won't have to use the mallet. I got it in there right the first time. Glad something went right. Okay. Now I'm going to get my pen again. Remember, it's right to left. It's the way the factory did it. So that's the way I'm going to do it. Look through the hole, make sure everything is all lined up, just to make sure. Detach with my mallet. Put that in. Take my hammer. Knock her in. She's done. Okay. So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the patience of me doing this video with the field stripping especially, and the Holosun review. This is, if you want, I want to give you the exact name of this, Holosun HE503CU-GR for green. They say that the human eye, it's easier on the human eye, especially if you got old eyes like me. It'll pick up green a lot better than it will red. So I decided to opt to go for the green one. And I do like this backup feature of the solar, where if you put it in automatic mode, it'll also adjust to the light. You go outside and get a bright reticle and dot. Go indoors where it's really dark, you'll get a lighter colored reticle and dot. So that's why I like it. Okay, now I want to say one more thing about Holosun, which I didn't mention earlier. This is on a riser, so it will 1/3 co-witness above the front sight. If you decided to use, let me show you, the lower mount, here's the lower mount. See how it's very similar? Okay, the locking piece will go on this side. So it'd be down here, and then you can go complete co-witness, which is we go through the back sight, through the front sight, to where you want the dot, adjust the dot on the top of the sight, of the iron sight right there. Okay. Okay. Want to make sure I got that in. This tool that they give you, this part right here, instead of using the little knobs, these knobs, you know, they have a little indent right there on them because they're so hard to use. You can use this part on the little tool that you get from Holosun. Okay, that's basically all I have. I'm sorry I made so many mistakes today, but it happens every now and then for me. But hey, I'm glad to make the videos though. So this is Lone Star Lawman signing off and telling you I'll see you next time with another new video. Good day.